It's the night before my first appointment at the pain clinic, and I'm freaking out. It's just a consultation tomorrow. They're not doing anything. I had to fill out a literally 30-page packet for this place. 30 pages. They made me write the same information 1,000,001 times down. It was really annoying. But because it is a pain clinic, there were a lot of stuff in there that I had to sign that it was like, oh, you have to bring in all of your pills and have them counted. And it was almost like they were talking to me like I was an addict just trying to get pills. So this was what I had to sign before I could even have an appointment. All patients are required to bring their medications to each visit for their pill count. You need to reschedule. If you don't have them, they can't be in a pill box, they can't be anywhere. Once the patient's brought back by the nurse, only the medication in their dated pill bottle will be counted, and patients cannot leave to get the rest of their meds. If they're short, more than one pill short, then provider may discontinue all pain medication, and the patient may be possibly discharged. I'm sorry, but this literally feels like you're threatening me before you even ask me what's wrong. I'm not trying to get pills. It just seems very threatening, and I know that it's just by the guidelines, but it's ridiculous. And that's really triggering for me. I really don't like that. I've had doctors in the past essentially treat me like I'm an addict trying to get pain medication when I'm literally just trying to get pain medication because I'm in pain. And I'm not even going to this pain clinic for like pills, medication. I'm going there because they want to do injections for my hips. So I don't even know why I had to sign all of this paperwork when I'm not even asking for any sort of pain medication, but I had to sign all of this paperwork that essentially made me feel like I was just an addict, just begging for medication instead of just genuinely trying to get help. And I know that addiction is a disease. I know that. And it's complicated, and I'm not bashing on anybody who is an addict, but it's very difficult to get treated like you're like just trying to work the system or just trying to screw somebody over or whatever it is that they think you're doing when you're really just like, help me, please. Like, please. I don't know. Hopefully it goes better than I think it will. So we're actually out. We're out. Jake is currently walking into the pain clinic to kind of check me in, and I don't even know if the doors are, okay, the doors are open. We didn't think the doors were open yet, but look at that sunlight outside. I mean, well, in a car, but I'm really nervous. I slept like absolute garbage last night. Could not fall asleep to save my life because I was nervous and freaking out because of this. And I really hope that it's an easy appointment. It's in and out, and they're supposed to set up everything. So that way the next time I come in, I can get my injections. Sorry, I keep checking to see if Jake's coming back already because my appointment's in like 15 minutes. But we make appointments first thing in the morning, so that way I don't have to be around as many people. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting for the consultation, and then hopefully during this consultation they'll tell me what's going on, and they said they were going to be doing pre-op. Anytime somebody says pre-op, I get scared. So I'm a little worried, but we're just hanging out at the doctor's office. And again, look, sunlight outside. It's great. Won't last long, but meh. And we're home. It's now 11 o'clock. We left the doctor's office probably a little bit after 9, but I had to shower and do some stuff. I am so tired still. So tired. So ready for bed. But before I nap, I figured that I would update you guys on what happened. So we got to our appointment, and this is actually the first doctor's office that has not allowed Jake back with me, and I did not like that. I didn't like that at all. That made me really anxious. I got really scared. Jake said he almost freaked out because our masks were stronger. We wear N95 masks when we go out because I'm immunocompromised, and obviously if I get sick, it's very bad. So we always have N95 masks on, which are stronger than the masks that even the nurses were wearing because they were just wearing the normal cloth masks. But anyway, they kicked Jake out, and he was not happy about that, and I was not happy about that because I don't like going to the doctor, and he comes with me to kind of like ease my anxiety. So that wasn't fun, but it actually wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. The nurse was really nice. When I first got there, they sat me down, took my blood pressure, asked me a few questions. I had to sign a few more forms, which was a little ridiculous since I'd already filled out a 30-page packet. I was actually really happy that, like, they didn't even ask me if I was on any pain medications. They didn't ask me anything about pain medications or pain pills because they opened my file and saw that that wasn't what I was there for. So they didn't even ask, and that made me feel good because I was really scared that, like, they were gonna make me feel like crap, like I was coming here and begging for drugs when really I'm just begging for help because I'm in pain. So they didn't mention pain pills. They didn't mention any of the paperwork that I had to fill out where, like, had all those really extreme policies. So that made me feel better. It made me feel like, oh, okay, like, yes, this is policy, but they're not gonna jam it down my throat. Like, if you're short more than one pain pill, you're getting kicked out. Dude, I'm not even here for pain pills. Like, I don't need that. So that was nice. And then the nurse talked to me for a little while. She actually tried to get my injections done today, but she couldn't because of insurance, lovely health insurance. They need to have like a consultation and then the procedure. So my appointment is now 2 days from now, and I'm scared. Jake can't come back with me again, but they also said that during the injections, they don't normally let people in the room anyways. There's just not enough room in there. But I met the doctor and I told him that I was anxious about it. I told both him and the nurse that I had had very traumatic doctor's experiences and that, like, I just obviously wasn't happy to be there. Like, just don't like doctors, essentially just warning them up front. And they were really nice, and he was very polite, and he wasn't pushy, and the nurse was very insistent that there was always going to be the nurse in the room with me. She actually wasn't even supposed to be in the room when the doctor came in. The nurse was going to talk to me, and then the doctor was going to come in by himself and talk to me just because it's a normal consultation. Nothing weird was happening. But she actually came back because I had told her previously that I was, like, anxious and don't like doctors. So she came back to make me feel more comfortable, and that made me feel really, really good. So I wasn't happy that they didn't let Jake back, but I was happy that they, like, listened to me and, like, understood that I've had traumatic experiences with doctors and were just like, oh, well, you'll be fine. Like, they were trying to be very reassuring and like, no, this is going to happen. You'll be in and out. I am a little worried that it's going to hurt. They told me that it was going to hurt, that I was going to be in pain for a few days. And I mean, I'm in pain now, but I'm scared. But they did say that the shoulder shots that I got, because I got a shot in my shoulder back in February, I believe, maybe March. I don't know. I don't know time this year. Earlier this year, I got a shot in my shoulder and it was the worst experience. It was so painful. But the doctor did tell me today at the pain clinic that shoulder shots hurt a lot more than hip shots because where they're doing the injection has to go through more stuff. So I have my appointment in 2 days to get my injections. It's at 8:15. They said I should be out of there by 9. So it's another, again, 45-minute appointment. She said that the thing that'll take the longest amount of time is literally just like prepping me. And then when they have to flip me over to do the other hip, because they do one hip, or they like prep one side, do the shot, flip you over, clean the other side, and then do it. So we'll see. We'll see if it works. I'm hoping it works. I'm really, really hoping that it works. I did get one more thing while I was at the doctor's office that I was not expecting at all, and that is a living will. So they had asked me when I first got in, which honestly most doctors' offices ask me about this at this point, but they're like, do you have an advance directive, a living will, a document that states what'll happen if you cannot make your own medical decisions? And I was like, no. So she asked me if I wanted information on it. And I was just like, are you just going to give me a packet, or is somebody going to have to come talk to me? Because if somebody's going to have to come talk to me about this at 8 o'clock in the morning, like, I'm not interested. I'm sorry. She's like, no, I just give you a packet. It's like, okay, cool. And I was going through it, and it's literally just you fill in the information. It is the easiest packet, and I'm really glad that I got it because, I mean, it sounds morbid, and I get that. But at the same time, we are living in the middle of a pandemic. I am immunocompromised. I have chronic illnesses. Like, even after this pandemic is over, if the pandemic ever ends, like, things can happen to me, and I really want it in writing that Jake is going to be the one to take care of me or to make my medical decisions, and like kind of appoint people from there on out, put it down in writing what I want to happen, because I know that me and him have talked about it many times before. And I also know that, I mean, we're married, so most places would give him the power of attorney if I, for any reason, couldn't make decisions for myself. But like, I just like having that plan and like having that set in stone. So I am going to be filling that out. I might bring you guys along with me because I think it's important. I think it's really important. I think that people should plan for these types of things, because most people don't plan for these types of things, and then it's left on the shoulders of the family members and they have to try to figure out what you want. I would much rather just say what I want. So yeah, I will be doing a living will at some point. I'm not exactly sure when, but I'll bring you guys along. You ready for nap time, baby girl? You gonna cuddle with me?